Has anyone ever met a narcissist who seemed to be completely consumed by darkness? It's like they've hit a point where they can't go back. There is more to it than just trickery and false information. Something very disturbing about them makes you wonder if they've stepped beyond their human egos and into something much darker. It's like they voluntarily gave themselves over to a force that fights against everything good, pure, and related to holy truth. They don't just make you feel selfish or mean, they make you feel something much deeper that gives you chills. The way they look at you may have given it away, as if their eyes were empty of real light. Or maybe it's the way they talk, the way they twist words to trick, hurt, and kill. For some narcissists, it's not just about power or control anymore, it's about something much bigger. Their whole life seems to be about putting other people down, getting pleasure from hurting others, and causing trouble wherever they go. Also, you're not the only one who has ever thought if some narcissists go so far as to sell their souls. A lot of people have felt this strange change in people who don't want to change or who won't see any truth higher than their own selfish wants. We're going to tell you the scary truth about what happens when a narcissist gives up all their good qualities and turns evil. We're not just talking about bad behavior or making people feel bad about themselves, we're talking about something much scarier. People who are narcissists sometimes act in ways that don't seem normal, and just being around them is enough to make you feel bad. Stay with me until the end of this video because I'm going to talk about 3 clear signs that a narcissist has gone too far and given up on God. Not many people talk about this, but you won't be able to forget about these signs once you see them. Also, if you think this video is helpful, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. It's more important than ever to get the word out about these hidden facts. Let's look into this scary truth and find out what really happens when a narcissist sells their soul. Number 1. A firm rejection of truth and empathy. Not caring about other people, following the rules, or telling the truth is one of the scariest signs that a narcissist has given in to darkness. Most narcissists already have a hard time with real compassion, but those who take it too far become considerably colder. They don't just lie, trick, and take advantage of other people, they enjoy hurting others. For them, hurting other people is no longer just a way to get what they want, it's something they live for. That's no longer why they do what they do, to stay alive or make money for themselves. They're instead on the lookout for ways to hurt others, as if they get energy from their pain. They are no longer connected to the basic things that make a person human at this point. No longer are they just hurt people acting out their pain or insecurities. They chose to turn away from everything good, clean, and related to love and truth. They choose a road that only serves their own selfish and destructive wants instead of looking for healing, redemption, or even self-awareness. They don't just refuse to grow, they become against the idea of progress itself. They think that being good is a sign of weakness, being kind is something to take advantage of, and being honest is just something that gets in the way of their main goal, which is to control. If you've ever been around someone whose attitude made you feel uneasy and almost like they were after you, that person is probably a narcissist. They don't seem to be connected to any kind of real love. It's like they've blocked out the chance that something real will ever touch them again. It's draining to talk to them and deal with them, and it seems like everything they say and do is meant to confuse, hurt, or undermine the people around them. They are very good at what they are doing, which makes it even scarier. This is not a lack of knowledge or self-awareness. It is a choice to ignore the facts and show empathy. They could go in a different direction, but they don't wish to. They have accepted a world where power, lies, and damage are more important than anything else. They will almost certainly not be able to turn back once they get to this point. Number 2, a need for power at all costs. As a narcissist falls deeper into depression, they can't stop wanting to be in charge. To get what they want at first, they may rely on small lies, subtle tricks, and planned trickery. But as time goes on, their desire for power grows stronger. What started out as simple greed or arrogance turns into an unwavering, cruel desire to rule over everyone else. It's not just about winning fights or keeping up a false front anymore. They want something much bigger than that. They want to take over people's minds, change how they see things, and make a world where they are the only ones who can decide what is true and what is wrong. It's no longer just about making them feel good about themselves. At this point, they're not happy just directing things behind the scenes or influencing other people. They want to have complete control over what other people think, feel, and do. By lying and gaslighting people, they change the truth and make people doubt their own memories, reasoning, and ability to think for themselves. The narcissist wants to be the only person who tells the truth in their victims' lives, so no one will dare question their power. It makes them feel stronger the more chaos and damage they cause. Chaos gives them energy, and they take pleasure in making other people suffer and be unsure. But this is where the real danger lies. It's no longer just about keeping themselves safe or making themselves feel better about themselves. This amount of control goes beyond selfishness. It goes against what God is like. True power, which comes from God, lets people have free will, love, and tell the truth. Makes you feel better, makes you stronger, and brings light into the world. All of this, though, is not true for a narcissist who is completely given in to darkness. They don't want people to be able to choose for themselves. They don't want other people to be able to think for themselves, choose for themselves, and live their own lives. They want complete submission, unshakable loyalty, and complete obedience. They think being unique is dangerous and that people who think for themselves should be stopped. And what if getting this much power means abandoning the people they care about most, ending lives, or joining forces with the darkest forces? They're going to do it right away. You don't feel guilty, hesitant, or sorry. So long as they can keep their power, they will lie, cheat, control, or even hurt people. They don't care about what is right or wrong anymore. Control is all that counts to them. This is why it's so dangerous to deal with an ego at this point. They aren't just acting out of fear or hurt feelings anymore. They have decided that destruction is the way they want to go. They don't act on impulse or feeling anymore. They're thinking about what they're doing and doing it because they want to be in charge. You can't reason with them or speak to their better nature because they have turned away from anything that could bring them back to the light. Third, open joking about God and all things holy. Making fun of God, religion, and everything holy is probably the scariest and most obvious sign that a narcissist has given up all hope and is now completely evil. Many narcissists use religion to control others by pretending to be holy, quoting scripture when it suits them, or twisting spiritual lessons to make their actions make sense. But those who have truly crossed over into total darkness go even further. They don't just use religion to control people. They publicly laugh at, insult, and disrespect anything that stands for truth, love, or God. They may still say they are spiritual at this point, but what they do shows that they are not. They think that no one can judge them, that nothing bad can happen to them, and that no greater power can affect them. You can't hold them responsible for what they do, and they don't feel the weight of what they do. They see themselves as gods and think they don't have to answer to anyone. They might make fun of people who really believe in others, put down people who follow spiritual principles, and change holy lessons to suit their own selfish needs. They enjoy breaking moral and spiritual rules because they think they are better than people who still believe in God and are good. However, this is the biggest lie of all. No one can ever get away from holy truth, no matter how strong they think they are. They may base their whole life on lies, manipulation, and damage, but a house built on lies will fall down one day. They may tell themselves that they can't be held responsible for what they do and that it will never come back to haunt them, but the truth is that everything they have made is weak and will fall apart one day. When a narcissist gets to this level, they are no longer just selfish and cunning. They've changed into something much scarier and evil. They feel empty inside, and it gets bigger over time. No matter how much power, respect, or control they want, it will never fill them. Inside, their soul is dying, even though they may seem strong and confident on the outside. They will have to face the road they have chosen at some point, whether they agree with it or not, whether they keep denying it or not. One thing you should keep in mind, though, people who seem strong, unbeatable, or in charge do not win in the end. Nasty people set their own fate when they sell their soul. Their world might look strong and stable, but it's actually made up of lies, and lies can only hold up for so long before the truth breaks them. While they may cause trouble in other people's lives for a while, the darkness they have chosen will finally consume them. They can't get away from what they've become. You need to do everything you can to protect yourself if you have met a narcissist who shows these signs. These people love to lie, control, and trick others, and the more you interact with them, the more you get caught in their web of lies. Think you can talk them out of it or make them see the truth? Don't fall for that trick. They don't care about the truth, being fair, or understanding. Their goal is to control you, change your world, and keep you stuck in a way that works for them only. If you want to beat this kind of ego, don't play their game at all. You start to free yourself as soon as you realize their tricks and walk away, as soon as you take back your own thoughts and refuse to believe their twisted version of reality. Remember that they can only control you if you let them. They may try to get you back by making you feel guilty, angry, or sure of something they said they would do. Their power over you starts to weaken as soon as you decide to leave and stop giving in to their tricks. They lose all power when you really break free, when you stop reacting, engaging, and giving them the emotional fuel they need. But there's more you can do to protect yourself than just leaving. You need to keep your mind, heart, and energy safe. Whether you believe in God, yourself, or the truth that leads you, make your faith stronger. Trust what is real, what is good, and what is in line with light. 'Cause narcissists can never get away from the truth, no matter how much they want power, how much they try to control other people, or how much they make fun of what is holy. Lies always fall apart. Lies always fall apart. And a narcissist has already sealed their own fate when they fully accept darkness. However, it is important for you to remember that you do not have to help them fail. You don't need to get stuck in their storm. They can't control you once you stand up for your own truth and leave their world. You might not see it right away, but the most powerful thing you can do is to live in line with truth and not let their sadness bring you down. If this message strikes a chord with you, please take a moment to think about it. Have you dealt with a narcissist like the ones listed above? How did you deal with it? What did you do to stay safe and get away from them? Your stories are important. You can get your voice back by posting them in the comments, and you can also help other people who may be going through the same things. Telling the truth can give you strength, and your story could help someone else find freedom. Before you leave, don't forget to show your support by giving this video a like, following the channel, and turning on alerts so you never miss an update. Being aware is very important, and the more people who hear this, the more we can help other people break free from bad habits. It would be great if you could share this information with someone who could use it. You never know who might need to hear these words today. Keep yourself strong, aware, and most of all, in line with light and truth. Darkness really does fight back, but know that the truth always wins in the end. Take back your life and live in peace. You can just walk away. Don't forget that. I'll see you in the next one.